I was lucky. You see, my father worked in the electrical department, which was considered important. So, the Japanese gave him an armband. He obtained a pass for his debutants. But if you want to know something, we had Tan Kak Ki's son, Tan Guang Eng, who came to stay with me. And they were looking for him. For all the relatives of Tan Kak Ki. He was a good friend because I used to play tennis with him in the house at 6 Genting Road, or one of the numbers at Genting Road. And Japanese used to come to the house when they see we had the pass. They left us alone. But my cousin and a few friends were taken away. Amongst the things I had to do, I had to go to one Japanese camp to go and check the electricity. I went there. The man was starting a big-sized motor without a starter, you see. So that caused a fuse to blow. So it's like a chicken talking to a duck. I tried to tell him, you must have a starter. Kura kura bang bang. He was hammering me. He just kept slapping me. I ran off. Went to a phone and called my boss, who was a very nice Japanese man, educated in America. His name was Kinamura, and he came, scolded the chap, and brought me out, took me back. Later, he told me he reported to the Kampitai, and this chap was taken away. This was the story of me. Yes, I used to go to school. I learned Escaparana, Harmarana, Escaparana, and Pernawa. I went to a school at Kikrit Terrace. There was a small school, Indian gentleman teaching Japanese. I don't know how he did. They were alphabets. They rhyme it. In fact, I could speak a smattering of it for some time. Because every day, you used to go. I went by myself, not because they forced us to learn. Oh, we kept it for some time. Then the Japanese notes came out. They were issuing the note. We call that banana note because it kept going up and up and up. The amount that you have to carry to buy something. In other words, the money kept getting lower and lower in value. They have gambling, what they call togok. You know, like beer gardens, and they sold the local made wine. I don't drink, but I used to carry my girlfriend, and later she became my wife in the motorbike, and we used to go out. And frankly, it was not that bad, or at least for me, because although I remember once being beaten up by a Japanese because he was drunk and we were going to Albert Street, and there was a curfew there, and he came to disturb my girlfriend. So I tried to talk to him. Bang! He hammered me, so I punched him back, and his nose bled and he fell. So I told my girlfriend, run! So run. Then the Japanese MP came. Lucky for us, we were running. Japanese Kampitai, you call them. Military police came. So I ran to them. In the meantime, I hit myself so that I looked as though he hit me first. They arrested him. The British came in, they said, do you know that there are airplanes without propellers? I said, how can it go? You know, I couldn't believe it. And the British army came in first. They were telling me because at Eng Woon Road, then the Japanese house next door where the Japanese stayed, the big house as I told you, the British came to occupy. They were occupying all the MPs. And we made friends with them. Easy to make friends because you speak the same language.